Recently, I've been listening to Nirvana's Nevermind for the first time in my life. I gotta tell you, it's so good. I never listened to them before. I think I was afraid of Kurt Cobain, or I was afraid of his sadness or something. I couldn't accept that an adult could be sad. I've taken Twitter off my phone and I don't listen to WMIC anymore because I think I was losing my mind and I needed to kind of give myself a break. So now I listen to 107.5, which is like hip hop or R&B. It's really nice. Steve Harvey has his morning show. The other day, Steve was talking about the power of prayer, and then he and his crew were like shouting out auto mechanics for 15 minutes. I took Twitter off my phone because I feel like I need a break. Because when I would read the news, I would just kind of fall into this blind rage, and it scared me, and it scared the people around me. I didn't even know I had such anger inside of me. And I felt so sad that I hadn't moved past that, you know. I was doing my laundry and I was listening to Aerosmith, who I did listen to in high school, even though he seems like an asshole. And Billy Joel and Sting, they all seem like assholes. Or like, if not assholes, guys who would not mind mansplaining something to you, you know. For whatever reason, I could listen to their music and accept that these were adults, but I could not accept a sad or scared adult like Kurt Cobain as a role model. You know, like, was I scared? Maybe. Was I sad? I guess so. But I wasn't only those things. I know I was happy. I don't want you to get the idea that I wasn't happy.
86th Street.
I guess there was just darkness surrounding everything. But I think that is the design of life. And I just couldn't see it. Or I saw too much of it.
Hey Becky, check this out.
Very nice, honey. Imagine a world where all the land is water and the water is land instead.
That's the world we have, I think.
No, the world we have, the land is land and the water is water.
But just calling water land and land water doesn't make any difference.
No, it's the water becomes the land and the land becomes the waters.
You'd have leftover water.
Exactly.
What? Oh, I get it. You're saying, what if the world were 75% land and 25% water?
That's what I said. That's what I've been saying.
Not really.
Yes, really.
Hey, bud, listen to this. What if the land switched places with the water?
Like Pangea. Yes.
What?
Remember Pangea 300?
3,000.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Is that a sketch comedy group?
Yes.
Arthur's in it.
Oh, they're great.
When did you see them?
Never, but I love Arthur.
Anyway, I'm just here looking for a pair of earbuds I think I lost in here.
If they're under the water, they're probably broken.
Yes, but I don't want to be a litter bug. Also, they were a gift.
I got them for him because he had broken a pair.
Thank you.
It was nothing.
Zilch!
These are going to be impossible to find. We'll help.
I got him! I got him!
Oh my God.
Got him!
Those are not my headphones.
What?
These are not my headphones.
Got some!
I got him.
I three. Nope. No. Maybe. No. My name's not on them.
You write your name on your headphones?
No,
No,
just my initials.
I got an iTunes gift card. Here, I don't think you can get earbuds with this stuff.
Thanks, this is great. I do free Spotify.
Well, maybe you could use it to buy an app or something.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that then. Buy an app.
Well, I'm going in.
You mean out?
Same thing.
Oh, I guess it is.
I have violence in me. I don't know where it comes from. I guess, like the great thinkers of the age would say that violent thoughts or deeds are some recreation or recital of some ancient violence done, like, which persists, like it's like some black mold in our psyche or something. I don't know, it makes sense to me. I don't know, I would just act violently. I would like bully my brother. Maybe it was because of whatever chemicals you get when you go through puberty, but like if I lost a Nintendo, I would like whip the controller at the Nintendo, which I risked damaging something that I held very precious. And I regret so much being mean and like physically dominating my brother. I love my brother desperately. I guess, you know, one time in college I was playing racquetball and I was so angry. I was losing and I was slamming the racket and throwing the racket and swearing. And all of a sudden, I like stepped outside of myself and I was like, what are you doing? Is this the kind of way you want to be in the world? Is this how you want to feel? And I just stopped. Just like that, you know? And maybe it's not that easy. I know it's not that easy. It might be that easy. It seemed to work for me. But I still deal with stuff inside that I know it isn't that easy. It's not that easy.
My God, you guys, I'm really scared. I don't like heights. I don't like movement. I might need to hold your hand.
Oh yeah, at some point we're gonna tilt, we're gonna slide.
Oh yeah.
I'll be okay. Here we go.
Whoa! Hello, Humane Society. I'm here with
God.
Chris Manley and
I
Shane
don't know how you
Feinberg.
do it, you guys. You guys,
What's gonna happen?
I might pass out.
Okay. I guess we could talk about your youth.
Okay.
Times that if you had like moments of aggression or how you handle it.
I used to be a fighter.
Uh-huh.
I used to fight a lot, and then I had this, my friend Julie was one of my best friends. She was like, you know, it's not fun every time we go out, you get into a fight with someone. Like I would push them or whatever.
Like who? Friends or strangers?
No, just like if someone took our table, I would just be like, push them. And then she was like, it's not fun to be around.
Yeah.
And so then I stopped. I still have it in me. Like Manley and I sometimes can get into it with people on the street or with each other, but it's I don't like the way it feels out of control, like this kind of. It feels like this feeling.
I would never have guessed they were going down. Whoa!
Whoa.
That wasn't bad. But what a view.
I honestly, when I was a little kid, I used to worry that I would wake up and have killed someone, and I'd be like, oh, thank God I didn't kill anyone.
I used to have those dreams. Yeah, I was like, oh, because I would dream that I had killed somebody. I didn't even know who it was. And then I'd wake up and be like, oh, thank goodness that didn't actually happen. But I just found out that my parents were worried about me because of my mood swings as a child. But that's only because I started thinking about death and eternity from like age 3. Yeah.
When we were just engaged, I like would slam the door and be real mad and everything, and he was like, you know, can I say this?
Yeah.
You can edit it out, but he would be like, and so then I stopped doing it. And I think that's like, for Manley and me, as people who can run kind of hot, we have to like really cool ourselves down. Oh my God.
Woo! That is my favorite part. Is it
Yeah.
getting any better?
No.
This is the biggest
Yeah,
swing, I
that's
think.
right away they do it.
shake you loose. What music did you guys listen to growing up?
Oh God. The Smiths. Are you guys okay? You gonna throw up? The Smiths. I listen to the Smiths. Talking Heads with my parents. Bob Marley with my parents. But the Smiths with my friends.
For me, up until 8th grade, it was Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals.
Really?
Yeah. I remember inviting Justin D from across the street to listen to Master of the House from Les Mis because they said, raise it up the master's house. Everybody raise a glass to the master of the house.
That was so popular when we were kids. And
Yeah.
we were kids at different times, so it was popular
Yeah.
for a really long
Les
time.
Mis, I mean, stands the test of time, I guess.
I'm gonna have to lay on the concrete when we get outside.
We made it.
We made it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Thanks for having me.
I was riding a log flume, and I was afraid that I would pee my pants because I hadn't gone to the bathroom before. So on the way up, I took my little penis out and I peed on the seat actually, because I'd rather pee like that than in my pants, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I know, but the pee kept dripping towards me the whole time, and I didn't really enjoy myself. I guess the most powerful thing I ever did as a kid was to let a hornet drink water out of my ear after I'd gone swimming. I was at summer camp and all the other kids were just staring at me. It was like the world had stopped. And I could feel the little bee poking around in my head. And one of the teachers whispered, "Don't move." And the bee, I guess, drank however much water the bee needed and then flew away. And I felt so powerful. I looked at all the other kids like they were mortal, but I wasn't. Sometimes I think that maybe the bee was some kind of divine messenger telling me, like, this is a way you can live, just by being very still, very gentle. I guess that's what I'm talking about, like delicacy or the power of gentleness or doing almost nothing. I found a book one day in a bookshop on Beacon Street, just north of Coolidge Corner, on one of my many lonely walks through Boston. And it's a book of photographs. And the photographer had told the people, you can paint anything you want on this canvas. He gave them black paint and a paintbrush. And I turned the page and it took my breath away. A man in like a white suit with long white hair had painted the words, "You don't have to win," on the canvas. And my life was changed in an instant. I guess because I was sad and I was in defiance of that sadness, and now I didn't have to be. If you know where this book is, please, if you know the book, reach out to me because I've looked and looked and I can't find it. So much so that it almost seems like maybe I've imagined the whole thing. In fact, whenever I go back to Boston, I look for the bookstore and I know where it should be, but all that's there is this like abandoned storefront that seems to have been unused for decades. I'm just kidding. The store is there. The book just remains impossible to find.
Hello.
Gary,
Hi.
can you hear me okay?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, I'm on the swings at Coney Island. Hello?
Yep, I'm here.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, go.
I had a friend, and every lunchtime for a summer we swam in a lake. When one of us was working and the other one was doing nothing, we laughed at them, and they laughed too. There are so few greater joys than having a friend like that. We fought only once when one of us had drunk too much champagne, and the other was still terrified of booze. I won't say who was who. Fights are the private property of the fighters. It was the first best friend. There were so few loves like that. There's just so few loves like that. And while there's so much more I can say, there's just so few loves like that. You know it already, anyway. To be becoming an adult, whatever incredible bullshit your body is going through, whatever sacred chemicals your brain is pickling you with, so few loves, and the perfect heartbreak of it is that it can't last because nothing lasts, and nothing gets replaced either.
You did that very well. What?
I really like the part about the fight. When I think about it, that was an important moment in my life too, because of that situation. Like Sarah, my wife and I had a conversation that really, I think, led us to get married, essentially, so to spend the rest of our lives together. So it was sort of a transition time, and I'd never thought about it that way before. I was wondering when you said the other was doing nothing, we laughed at them and they laughed too.
Hold on, say that again, thank you. Could you say that part again? Right. I think that was just between us. But I guess this is the problem of, I wanted to clarify that it was just you and me laughing at each other, but it was too wordy to kind of be like, we did laugh at everybody else, yeah. Remember we put a bag over his head and drove into like the softball field, and then we pushed him out? When that breeze blew through my house, and it like instantly brought me back, and that was something that really came across. Like, I think like that I had never known a love like that before, and it really was true. You know, like that was like that you were it. And I guess, you know, as life goes on.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? I do. Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards? One blow from caving in. I know I do. Very recently I felt like a house of cards. Just one blow from caving in. I wish I could have heard this song as a younger person, but I didn't. I was already pretty old when it came out. And today I was in McCarran Park with Rebecca and Hawk, and I saw these two teenagers making out. And I know kissing can't get you pregnant, but these two were really making an attempt. And for a long time I thought that it was teens like this that were the intended audience for Firework by Katy Perry. But I was wrong. Just listen. Do you know that there's still a chance for you? 'Cause there is a spark in you. You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like the 4th of July. I don't understand how the 4th of July owns the night. Maybe one night of the year. Or if you live in my neighborhood, 4 or 5 nights. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make them go, oh, oh, oh. You're gonna leave them all in awe, awe, awe. I had a profound experience with this song, and I'm under no obligation to tell you about it, so I won't. But I think about it often. And the official music video for Firework is moving in its own right, anyway. Boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. It's always been inside of you. You. And now it's time to let it through. You're gonna leave them all in awe. Awe, awe. What I like about Katy Perry is that there's always a point in her songs where it seems like she might be going crazy, but I think it's bravery. Like she's really bending the human voice and sound to the point of insanity. Katy Perry, baby, you're a firework too. I guess it would be nice to be a firework, but of course the firework destroys itself in the process of being a firework. And even if you're not a firework, so what? Somebody loves you, I bet. You don't have to have everyone pointing at you and saying, wow. You know, you don't have to win. And you don't have to be afraid, baby. Let the night stay dark. Let other lights be seen, you know. The quiet night is often loud enough to do what it needs to do. And as much as I've been scared of them, I've never seen a ghost.